Welcome to Hero Machines, where real power meets true purpose in the heart of the forest. Today, we're taking you deep into the woodlands to witness an incredible display of skill, precision, and modern forestry technique. From the felling of towering spruce trees to the seamless loading of timber onto transport rigs, this is more than just machinery. It's a carefully orchestrated dance between man and machine. This is where it all begins, with the harvester. In this case, we're looking at a purpose-built forest machine designed to fell, delimb, and cut logs to exact lengths with surgical precision. Notice how the operator positions the head of the machine around the base of the tree. Not too tight, not too loose, just enough grip to control the fall. Every movement is calculated. The angle of the cut, the direction of the lean, even the wind. It's all taken into account. The tree doesn't crash. It folds. Gently, controlled. Safe. This is a modern method known as directional felling. It not only protects surrounding trees and operators, but also ensures logs fall in ideal positions for extraction. Once the tree is down, the harvester grips it firmly and begins delimbing, stripping off branches with speed and accuracy. Then comes the bucking, measuring and cutting the trunk into sections, often at 3-meter lengths depending on market demand. What's fascinating is that the machine doesn't guess. It's equipped with sensors and software that determine the optimal cut length based on log diameter, straightness, and value. In other words, every slice is part of a smart strategy. Now comes one of the most impressive parts of the whole operation, loading the timber onto the truck. It may look simple at first glance, but this step is all about experience, judgment, and knowing how to handle heavy material with precision. The truck is fitted with a mounted hydraulic crane, in this case, a powerful unit designed for loading logs in tight forest areas. It's operated using a joystick inside the cab, or sometimes from a raised platform behind the driver's seat, giving the operator a full view of the stack. The crane arm unfolds smoothly, reaching outward like a steel limb. At the end is the grapple, 2 curved claws designed to scoop and cradle bundles of logs. It doesn't crush them, it cups them. That's the beauty of hydraulic finesse. The operator lowers the grapple slowly, adjusting the angle just enough to hug the stack tightly. Then, with a firm squeeze, it grips 3 or 4 logs at a time. Not too many, not too few. Just enough to move efficiently without overloading or causing imbalance. This takes years of practice to do smoothly. A rookie might fumble the grip or drop a log mid-air, but a seasoned operator moves like they're pouring water, steady, fluid, and exact. As the logs lift into the air, the crane rotates gently, keeping the load close to the boom for better control. The logs are then placed precisely onto the truck bed, not dropped or slammed, but laid down, 1 layer at a time. Here's where real strategy kicks in. Logs must be stacked evenly, from front to back, keeping the weight centered over the axles. Too much on one end? You risk swaying, tire damage, or worse, tipping on a corner. This method is called center loading. balancing the logs to ensure a stable, road-safe haul. Many veteran haulers will tell you, if the stack looks good, it rides good. The operator continues building the load in layers. Longest logs go on the bottom, shorter ones on top. Curved or crooked pieces are arranged to lock the pile together, reducing gaps and shifting. At this stage, every movement matters. The grapple needs to land logs square and tight to avoid pressure points that could crack the wood during transport. Loose stacks also mean rattling, which can fatigue straps or even damage the truck frame. Once the load reaches the approved height, usually just under the legal limit, the operator checks everything. Are the ends aligned? Is the top flat enough for a net or chains? Are the logs resting well within the stakes? These final checks are vital. They show respect for the material, for the machine, and for the road ahead. It's about doing it right, not just fast. The operator or a helper then tightens down heavy-duty straps or chains. This isn't just about holding things in place, it's a legal requirement and a safety promise. A well-strapped load is a sign of a professional, and just like that, the job is done. With the load secured, the truck eases onto the track, heading toward the mill. But even now, the operator stays alert, listening for creaks, watching for signs of movement, always ready to adjust. Because in forestry, every step, from the tree's fall to its final ride, is part of a chain. And when each link is strong, the whole operation runs with trust, care, and timeless craft. It's not just about machines. It's about the hands that run them, the minds that plan the work, and the eyes that know when a load feels just right. As the machines come to a rest, we're reminded of something deeper, that behind every log, every load, there's a story of tradition, innovation, and hard-earned wisdom passed down from one generation to the next. And here at Hero Machines, we celebrate that spirit, the kind that values doing things the right way, with care, with purpose, and with pride. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.